with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taylor now from the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. They run. Cook shifts past and shutting him off. Now open field. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Kylan Granson
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This is the tight end fan. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill.
Going right back to Fant.
And some space here. And all the way down to the 26.
Let's go.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And we're in the middle part of this season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. It's Newton.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Newton to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. But I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Cameron backs him now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
Julian Blackman bringing him down. So Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, it's now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This is intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. Catch made here by Campbell. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's going up top for Taylor. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
For Cam Newton, and the arm strength, maybe not what it was circa his MVP season of 2015, but he uncorks a big one there. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
So that'll back him up 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jayon Brown. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Newton. He finds Taylor, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off play action. Newton looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 33. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Newton.
And that's caught by the tight end, Branson.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They fake the give. Newton. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Colts add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Throwing again is Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10.
Here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On first and 10, Tannehill. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7. Here we go. 80.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on third and 7. Tannehill throwing again. This is the tight end Fant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. After the run, Newton going to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Tannehill now to throw. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Newton to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And Newton's going to keep it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Colts.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 4th down, Tannehill looking deep for Julio. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Cook trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. DeForest Buckner able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. To the air again, Tannehill. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing here, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hauling it in, Nelson. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill, this complete to Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He'll find Jones again, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Tannehill throwing again. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50, the 40, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about it.